Through another year with that awful joint pain, and don't let them put you under the knife. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation. There's offices in Ocala and the Villages, so give them a call. 352-400-4550. That's 352-400-4550.
Blockers Furniture is having a truckload sale. Right now, you can save 20% on sofas and love seats when you mention radio. Blockers' 80,000 square foot showroom is home to the largest in-stock selection of living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, unique furniture accents, outdoor furniture, and more. That means you can take your furniture home that same day or have it delivered. Check out the Blockers Sleep Gallery, too. They carry a huge selection of mattresses, including all the name brands you love. Blockers Furniture Truckload Sale. 2402 Southwest College Road, Ocala, next to Hobby Lobby. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Wednesday. 622-9622 is the number to call if you want to be a part of the show. 622-9622 is the number to call. We'll take your questions, your comments. You can also email me at tom@woca.com. 622-9622 is the number if you want to be a part of the program. You know, we talked about in the last segment why, in my opinion, I told you about a situation in New Jersey that shows to me why you need a parental rights bill, at least a got to tell the school board rights bill, you know. And then it reminded me of 1953. And I know you're going to, Tom, how does it remind you of 1953? Well, with my history background, I have a lot of useless knowledge in this big old noggin of mine. And I'm reminded that 1953, in the year 1953, President Dwight D. Eisenhower. You want to talk about how far, you know, people say we hadn't come very far in homosexual relations and transgender relations, and, you know, there's a lot more to, and there is a lot more to go, okay? There's a lot more room for improvement on how transgender and homosexual and lesbians are treated. I'm not going to argue that point at all. I know that a big problem in the 80s in Atlanta, which was a large gay community in Atlanta, one of the biggest problems were that the police would do nothing when people would go downtown and literally beat up gay guys and rob them, and nothing would ever happen. Cops would be like, well, shouldn't be gay. Literally, that was comments. I was working at bars as bouncer, and we would talk with the cops that were working off duty at our places. Hey, you know, so-and-so said they were downtown at Club Anytime or at the 112 Club, and saw this gay guy just get beat up by two guys. They took his wallet and his rings and everything. And the cops were like, well, you know, if you don't want that to happen, don't go out and be gay. That was the predominant attitude in the 80s. So for people say we hadn't come very far, let me tell you how far we have come. In 1953, Dwight D. Eisenhower, who is thought of as a good president, signed into law a law, not a thought process, signed into law, an executive order 10450. It was the hiring and firing rules for government employees. Homosexuality, moral perversion, and communism were categorized as national security threats. You could could be used as condition for firing an employee, denying employment to potential applicants, and if you were found out you got hired and then you were one of those three, what they thought were, you know, national security threats after you were hired, you could be criminally prosecuted for lying to a federal government agency on your application.
Wow.
We've come a long way, folks. Okay? That's 1953. That was what? 53 to 03 would be 50 years. That was less than 70 years ago. It was less than 3 generations ago. Well, it was right at 3 generations ago that the federal government said that gays, people of moral perversion, whatever that means, and communists were national security threats. Now communists are just a joke. People of moral perversion, I guess they mean pedophiles. Maybe they should be put in jail. I don't know what moral perversion, that encompasses. That's kind of so ambiguous that, hey, if you're not homosexual and you're not communist, but we don't like you, you fall under moral perversion. But that's where we're at less than 70 years ago. Now we have an openly gay cabinet member in Pete Buttigieg.
Yeah.
You know, we have gay members of Congress, gay members of the Senate, openly gay. We have openly gay football players in the NFL now. Is there room for much more improvement? Hell yes, there is. But think about 1953. There's a lot of people still alive that were born in 1953. A large group of people still alive that were born in 1953. They'd be 69 years old this year.
Yeah.
That's a large group of people. And when they were born into a country that would prosecute you for not divulging on an application to be a federal employee if you were gay. And they found out later. And you had gotten a job and then they found out. That's a problem.
Yeah.
We rectified that. Cops looking the other way as gays and lesbians were beat up in Atlanta because that should be gay. That's wrong.
Yes.
And that's changed. There's been a lot of advancement. You know, call back, caller. I'm sorry, I missed your call. 622-96220. Yeah, definitely call back. I'll take your call because I don't want to get in trouble. So, and that I know that number. But it just drives me crazy. We got to take a break. We'll be back on the other side with more from Ocala Talks, 1370 AM, 96 FM, WOCA, The Source. Shutting off my own microphone.
From the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pride.
Prepare for a major recession. That's the warning from Deutsche Bank, based in Germany, which first predicted only a mild recession was coming. Their economists now say there's better than a 50% chance a major recession will hit America next year. Polish and Bulgarian officials said Tuesday that Russian energy company Gazprom informed them it was suspending natural gas supplies to the two countries for their refusal to pay in Russian rubles. The cutoffs took effect today. European leaders said they would not comply, arguing that it violated the terms of contracts. President Biden, in a meeting with House Democrats, said that he's poised to take significant action to relieve student loans, a move that would strain inflation and the national debt. The current number sits at $1.7 trillion nationwide. Representative Tony Cardenas, the Democrat from California, initially raised the issue with Biden during their meeting. USA Radio News.
Hello, neighbor. Pat Boone here. You know, they say every dark cloud has a silver lining, right? Well, today I'm going to prove it. Rising political and economic uncertainty is increasing market volatility. This flight to safety is pushing up gold and silver prices like never before. So, to help protect listeners, Swiss America has a very special offer. Historic silver Walking Liberty $half at the amazingly low price of just $12.50 each, delivered. That's right, $12.50 each, delivered, while supplies last. Call 800-289-2646 now, which spells 800 BUYCOIN, buy coin. Put a silver lining in your portfolio now. Call 800-289-2646 or online at SwissAmerica.com, 800-289-2646, and you can tell them Pat Boone gave you the number.
We leave one itsy-bitsy speck of food out, and they appear out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe we used to try to get rid of these guys. Now they're just part of the family.
To be honest, I liked our family the way it was before they came.
I guess it's time to call cooks.
You don't have to live with pests. Get proven protection from Cook's Pest Control. Call or go online for a free quote.
Cook's Pest Control.
As a small business owner, you don't have time to...
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust-proof, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.